up, YouTube? It's Kaymeraki here, and we're back at it again with another reading. I'm super excited to be back as always. A few housekeeping things. So coming up this month of August, I will be doing a group live coaching call. This will be to ensure you all are instilling real world application from the things that I channel. In addition to that, I'm going to be doing a group reading for those who are on the call. More than likely will be a Zoom call or Microsoft Teams call. I just had to make a brief intermission because of the time I wanted this posted by. I did not think the class I was doing was going to sell out. I'm not mad that it did, but I didn't think it was going to sell out that fast. So if you're looking at this video like, girl, I tried to do the slot and it didn't work. I know. I am opening up some more slots. I don't plan on opening more than 20 because I'm not trying to have like 60 people on the call, honestly. I will do more. But I will say, just to inform you guys long term, this is going to be behind a paywall moving forward. That's just what it's going to be. I don't even feel like explaining myself. It's so late. This was my plan from the jump. I know some of you like, oh my God, why we got to pay for it? I am going full time in my craft now in order to make sure I can show up ready to serve and read. You know, the energy exchange needs to flow accordingly. I still will be posting plenty of free content on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, but there is going to be a plethora of my content behind a paywall for subscription. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for your continuous support. And sorry I sound so low energy. It's literally like 2 a.m. right now. I'm editing, I'm working, but I am finding a closing point right now. So thank you guys again, and let's get back to the video. Also, I will be adjusting my prices this month to better reflect the quality of my services. So those are really just the housekeeping things. I'm super excited to be back here on YouTube. If you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe. You're definitely going to get some tea that resonates for you. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I definitely have so many new things coming. So if you are not already, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. I will be launching so many new things to come as I am near and dear my 4-year anniversary for being gifted a reading, gifted a deck. This is the very deck I was gifted. And so yeah, your girl is going full time. It's 4 years. We in there, okay? So let's get into your reading, right, collective? Immediately I'm hearing new. I didn't even give y'all no transition, my bad, but let's get into it. Immediately I'm hearing new, and I just want to pull a oracle card just to kind of see what's the energy we're going to be tapping into with this collective. What is the energy in the card? I ain't gonna lie, this got me hype. So the card that I have is literally believe in the impossible. Let me see if it focuses on that. Yes, believe in the impossible. Y'all need to see it. Y'all need to start telling yourself, I'll see it. Wait, what is it? Is it like, I'll see it when I believe it? I'll believe it when I see it? Oh, I'll see it when I believe it. I know some people say I'll believe it when I see it, but contrary to that, you need to start telling yourself, I'll see it when I believe it. You will see it when you truly believe in it. Many of you are not seeing that end goal, that next level, because deep down there is some fear. There is some turmoil. There is some inner child healing to dive deeper into as to why this has not yet come. Now, granted, yes, I do believe in divine timing, but I need you to realize some of y'all, lately, I've been trying to avoid saying divine timing because some people use that as a handicap. Oh, in divine timing, it'll happen. No, you need to be making sure you're meeting divine timing halfway by showing up, by doing the mental work, by seeing yourself there. When I started to really put effort into my business part-time, I would literally meditate on seeing the notification come through. Blank has requested a new appointment. Blank has requested a new appointment. Accept appointment, accept appointment, accept appointment, accept appointment. I beat that. I literally beat it into my head until I see it. And then, of course, I believe it because I see it so much spiritually. So, of course, it's going to be in the reality. There's no doubt about it. And so knowing that whatever you are wanting for yourself, I need you to see it here. If you cannot see it here, that's the problem. That's literally your solution. What do I need to be like? Some of you may not be clear on the vision, and that's why you need to go within. I'm literally seeing somebody close their eyes to see better. And I know you're like, Kayla, what the hell are you talking about? Your imagination, which is why I'm bringing up inner child world, because your imagination is going to be the reason you're able to pull this off. How creative can you get? And within that vision, how specific can you get? I know that with human design, some people manifest in a non-specific way. If you're not into human design, feel free to look it up or ignore that part, but I need you to see it clearly. I need you to know at least one or two specific details about whatever this thing is you want to bring into your reality. Like, I need you to believe in yourself. For many of you, you could also have people around. Like, I'm not going to say you don't have a support system, but for some of you, it's like people who are super close to you that don't really believe in you that much, or they like, well, I need to see it, because again, we live in a logical society, so of course somebody's going to be like, show me the fruits of your labor, and that could be hindering you because you don't really have that much to show, or so you feel. But I need you to know you will see it when you believe it. Okay, something about you needing to look at the bigger picture with this full moon and Sagittarius energy. I was channeling some mutable energy. This lets me know that this collective is in a stage of needing to adjust, needing to really learn how to take some hits and run with it. So really, I'm getting this energy of like somebody running and then they're like tripping, but as they run, they're able to trip and get back up and go. And don't trip and fall and feel like you need, oh no, keep going. You can no longer afford to stop. I will be honest, you can no longer afford that. So let's just get into the current energy of the collective. I am reading. What does this collective need to hear? Gemini, what did I tell y'all? Gemini mutable energy showing up, and this energy is showing up in terms of you're not listening to your emotions. I'm gonna let y'all see the card. I ain't gonna lie, I'm geeked off this new setup. If this video don't look crystal clear, just know I tried, because on my end it's giving 1080, baby. It's giving 4K. Anyways, sorry. I'm just super hyped about some of the new things I'm implementing within my business, within my brand. And so going back to this energy of the high priestess, excuse me, that was my bad, y'all. I said Gemini, I meant to say Cancer. Cancer is cardinal. That is a bold energy. You have to go within more. You can no longer treat these things like an option. If you do, you have examples in your environment of what is likely the outcome. It's this energy of people around you settling. If this is not familial connections and this is some friends, and it's like, as I say friends, I'm backing up. This is like, I feel like it's some friends you are distancing yourself from, because it's like, no, even if you wanted to go back, let's just say 4 years. Reflect on your life 4 years ago and who were your friends. It is a high chance that you maybe possess one or two of those relationships to this day, and even if you possess more, you're not as close with them. For the most of you, for most of you listening to this, you're not as close with those people, or you have new people around you. And so knowing that, know that as you continue to evolve, because I feel like you are in the pre-stages of this evolvement, because that cardinal sign came out with Cancer. Cardinal energy gives me like fresh start, because I always think of Aries. And so I feel like you're not there yet at the fresh start, but as you make your way there are going to be some people who fall off along the way. For some of you, this has already happened. Great. And for some of you, there still is more to go. And it's like literally this fall off energy as someone is on their horse with this Knight of Cups. I'm going to show you. He's literally like on his horse moving forward. But the thing is, with his horse, he has the cup element. And tarot cup represents feeling, intuition, things that logic may not be able to explain. That is the answer to you moving forward. Logic may not be able to explain these things, and that's okay. I try to tell, like, the thing is with that, it really may not make sense until you just start to do it. I turned down so many logical offers that was like, girl, you're gonna be straight, you're gonna be set. But deep down, it's like, I'm gonna be miserable, I'm gonna be depressed, I'm gonna feel stuck. And I feel like for you guys listening to this, it's like, it may not make sense to other people. You need to stop asking for so much damn advice. Sorry. But you always ask for a second opinion. You have gotten better with that, but I feel like a older version of you, a past version of you, needed advice for everything. Like everything. Now it's only certain things, but even then, it needs, with certain things, it's like you don't need no second opinion. If anything, It could, I mean, if you want that double confirmation, that's cool, but I'm telling you, like, you don't need second opinions on certain things you are feeling. For many of you, it's one particular thing you are working on that you know you don't need a second opinion on. And when I say you don't need a second opinion, I mean to do the thing, to move forward. Now, in terms of somebody reviewing it and giving you more strategy, for sure, if like that could eliminate a gap. With this age of Aquarius energy, we are entering an age, this digital era, people are going to be willing to pay top dollar for convenience. As you see people paying somebody to match tones to their face, and that's a luxury service. People are paying chauffeur, well, that's been a thing, but just giving an example of chauffeurs, or even nowadays Uber is a common thing because people don't want to drive. It's convenient to get an Uber. You will start to see this skyrocket. Watch what I tell you. There are going to be more creatives start to skyrocket in their field, in their gifts when they were counted out on, because they are aiding in convenience. And you guys have to go within to see, how can I provide convenience to a need? Instacart, convenience. We were getting little breadcrumbs of this, but even on the subject of chat GPT and AI, I'm telling y'all, things are going, you like, if you can make someone's life convenient, you're gonna make a bang for your buck. Okay, I'm going to tap into anything else in the current energy I need to tell the collective prior to me getting in the spread. Anything else is collective. Another thing, I've already touched on this briefly. I want to show you this card. So you see how they have the little 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This card is about you getting focused. There could be some conflicts from others around you. There could be some not seeing eye to eye, not talking as much. Good. I'm gonna be real, they have to go. I'm not saying they need to be cut off, but right now there needs to be some type of space. I'm hearing easily influenced. You could, if you're not easily influenced, then the people around you can rub off on you very easily. Like, their favorite songs become your favorite songs, or something you listen to more. And it's like, you right now, it needs to just be you going within. There is something specific that needs your utmost attention. Now, when you're done doing that, sure, you can go talk to your friends, kick it with them, hang out, da 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 da. But I'm gonna be real. This collective here, it ain't no celebration unless you did what you need to do. Like, what are we celebrating? Procrastination? Laziness? For the plot? No. And I know, like, everybody's like, oh, YOLO, we're still young. It is people younger than you balling out, living in a fulfilling life, an amazing life. And that's because they did the things they know they needed to do. And so, you listening to me, I'm not going to tell you to treat yourself if you haven't been on top of what you need to do. Simple. And you should be so devoted to yourself, your habits, that that's second nature for you. You treat yourself as a reward for what you've been doing and putting in. That's the standard. Okay. And so I'm definitely seeing that your schedule has to get better. Thinking of the military, I was in ROTC at one point and I hated it, but there was a lot I needed to take away from that. The structure, the discipline, the organization. Sometimes it was disorganized, but it's like, okay, this day we do this, we get up at this time. It was a routine instilled. It was really no room to mess around because you knew the schedule. Some people don't need to plan to a T like others, but you do need a schedule. That morning of your day, you need to know how your day is going to be going in terms of, what do I need to get done today? And I'm talking about outside of your 9 to 5, if that's what you do. Work should not be the only thing you are putting your time into. Even if you know, I have this dream career, Kayla, I need to focus on my work. That's cool, but even outside of them, there should be some additional learning. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my content is not for people who want to settle in one job. I'm not saying it's wrong with working, but my content is not for people who like, oh, this job cool, I'm gonna just stay here for a minute. No, my content is for people who know a career, a lifestyle, a business, a goal they have set. And it's kind of scary even thinking about it because it seems so far away, but that's what you're striving for. If you're like, oh, I just got this job doing whatever and I'm just cool with this for the next 10 years, this video is not for you. And I don't even think I attract those type of people. But if I do, just know it's not for you. So go on, click off, go on, unsubscribe, because I don't even make content for that. I can't even really give you no advice if you're going to be okay with that. And so what I'm getting is Sagittarius energy showing up, that you need to slow down. And simply with this slowing down, it's not that It's not like literally slowing down in terms of your work, but I'm getting more so for like double checking yourself, especially with retrograde coming up. I think by the time this video drop, it will have just started or we're already in shadow period. You need to double check yourself. You need to back up your devices. You need to double check your passwords. This is a time where careless mistakes can cost. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying it so you can be mindful. I would really fact check yourself during this time. I'm literally hearing that your word is your wand. Be mindful of communication during this time. Please do your best to speak and be thorough as possible. Show up thorough as possible. I just keep hearing double check, double check, double check. If you have paperwork you're working on, double check the paperwork. Homework, assignments, business plans, contracts, double check it. Ooh. Contracts. Contracts during retrograde is not a terrible, not okay, I'm not the most terrible thing, but it's not highly sought out after. And I'm not saying that to put that into your subconscious, but I want you to know universal energy, there's patterns within that. So I'm only identifying a pattern. I would double check a contract prior to signing it. If you are doing any type of contract work, please do that for yourself, because during this time communication could be a little iffy, and it's like you want to make sure you get in your end of the deal. Okay. And so I'm going to use some other decks, but for my tarot spread, Libra energy showing up as I was shuffling. Again, with the energy of being honest with yourself and others about what you want, what you desire, excuse me. You could have Libra placements. This is also about you getting a little more realistic for what you want for yourself, what you desire for yourself. A lot of cardinal energy showing up. I feel like you guys are slowly but surely, if not already, stepping into that. Let's do it. I'm getting it done. I'm moving. I'm focused. And going back to that distraction energy, there's a particular phone call someone will get or someone has been getting that I need you to shut the phone off. It's a distraction. Yeah, you can learn from them. Maybe it's laughs, but it's something about you need to limit it. Limit it. It's a distraction. It's slowing you down. And it's something with like they're not bringing nothing to the table. This could be a masculine. I'm getting like right energy. Or someone who is just very assertive and aggressive and like, oh, why you ain't pick up the phone? Like, I'm busy. What are you doing? You and this person, it's something with y'all could have history together with this retrograde energy, but y'all are on two different paths. And I'm not saying y'all cannot associate, but limitations is going to be important for you. So let's get into the spread of I'm just curious to know, what are you working on? What is this collective working on? I heard themselves. It's a lot of go-getter energy that keeps showing up. You have the Knight of Swords. And this is an energy that is speedy. So this lets me know you definitely need to make sure you are slowing down and double checking yourself. In addition to this, I feel like you are learning a lot. The Knight of Swords is a very intelligent energy. However, he is not like his father, who really has the experience in addition to intellect. He's still learning. He's still young and new to the game. And so I feel like you need to not be hard on yourself in this beginning stage of whatever this is that you're working on. This is something that is brand new. This is a brand new version of you. Why are you expecting it to be perfect? I literally heard childhood. There was something within your childhood that you felt like you didn't meet up to the standards, whether this was performing academically, whether this was social stuff where like you didn't fit in with the crowd or you got bullied, or this could have been familial dynamics where like maybe they were like expecting you to do less or always expect you to do more. It'll vary for people listening to this. Like some of you could have had family dynamics where like you always had to aim here and it was like always expecting more out of you. For others of you, it was like they didn't really expect much out of you. So now it's like you really are hard on yourself. However that resonates for you, I'm seeing that there's this perfectionist energy that I need you to send love. You need to give that version of you more grace. Doing some type of shadow work on that will definitely be beneficial to you. Doing a burn letter or journaling, doing shadow work prompts will be highly beneficial. Shadow work with the moon energy coming out, this Piscean energy. Do not get left behind. When we don't address these problems, they get suppressed, but long story short, it adds more turmoil. And so we're going to be 40, 50, still telling ourselves the same sad story. We all have a sad story. Get over it. Sorry. Because if you are not careful, you can allow that sad story to be a detriment or a blockage as to why you are not excelling, why you are not fulfilled. And that is a scary game to play. I've seen it firsthand. And so it's like knowing how to release the past, knowing how to forgive. That is important. To forgive, you don't have to have a conversation with them. You can do it yourself. You can sit in that energy yourself, but you have to do it. You have to move, channeling more of that masculine energy to take action, to be assertive for what you are working on and working toward. So we're going to tap in more into what is something you're not seeing with all that you have going on, working on, current energy? What is something this collective is not seeing? You often overlook how much you could expand when you schedule more time for yourself. And that goes back to the childhood energy with overworking and being perfect. What stems from childhood that has you like putting yourself last? And some of y'all like, oh no, I do my self-care, da 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 da. Something needs decluttering, and it can even be your car. There's something that is not organized that is an example of you putting yourself last over other things. I'm hearing to serve other people, to show up for that job. No. You have to release that with love. That is going to be a catalyst for powerful change because you're going to start to really honor yourself. I also feel like you want to have some type of routine for you set up before you do whatever you do. So let's just say you're a carpenter. Before you get ready to clean, make whatever with the carpet, have a little routine set up, wherever that's prayer, wherever that's visualizing, wherever that's you having fun with it, talking to yourself, your inner child, your higher power, talking to whoever. And it's like for others of you, let's just say you're a physical trainer, your warm-up routine, mentally and physically, there needs to be something set, because it's something about you'll be going into this thing with a clearer head. Okay, you'll be able to like go into this thing feeling fresh, feeling sure, going back to that energy of feeling confident, being able to better trust yourself and your decision. And it's not second nature to second guess. Second place could be relevant as well, or number 222. And so we are going to shift into seeing what is something that this collective is doing that is well, just as a message of confirmation that, you know, you are excelling. I definitely feel like the bare minimum of having a plan is pretty well. Your implementation of plan or schedule, it's something with its being, I'm not gonna lie, it's very simple, but that implementation is going to assist you with the foundation of what's required in the next level. So I hope that makes sense, because sometimes I be feeling like I just be saying a whole bunch of stuff, but it's something with like you being able to plan. It's also curing that imposter syndrome, because at one point when you didn't believe in yourself, your ability to show up within that plan and you've seen the progression, you're like, okay, I can do this. Those goals long term are starting to move a lot closer towards you because of the actions you are taking to move forward. Also, going back to what I said earlier, if you cut somebody off, I see that being that was something that was good. You stop calling, you stop texting, that's something that was good, because you energetically felt this no longer serves me. Even if they didn't do something terribly wrong, for some of you, it's like you were like, nah, this ain't really it. This ain't what I thought. This ain't what I felt. That's gonna help you enter this new season. Fixed placements coming up: Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. That's helping your transition feel a lot more seamless. Literally, I'm hearing like seamless integration. Somebody could work in tech, sales also. Everyone loves the rebirth. Everyone loves the creation, but we fear the death. We don't like letting go. Sometimes we don't like starting over. It's cycles. It's a part of it. Somebody needs to stop getting mad when they have to spend money. That's why you'll always be short. You should be happy you're circulating currency with ease, because what happens when you circulate? Look what I'm doing. It's coming right back. It is a flow. Currency is a word that is used to describe water. It must flow if you want it to grow. So be okay with letting go. Like, you need to be okay with honoring these cycles. And not only that, I need you to realize the natural cycles of life. Getting more in tune with your circadian rhythm can be something that's good for you. Again, everything goes back to your day-to-day schedule. If you are working overnight or something with, like, it's a weird schedule where like it's overnight, something is off. For some of you, you could be like needing to ground before bed so your dreams are a lot better to understand or remember. For others of you, this could literally be an overnight shift, and if that is the case, I'm seeing that that is not something you need to pursue long term. You need to consider another shift that's throwing off some things you could be working on. And even if you are a person who works overnight, make time to be still within that, especially between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. And when I say work overnight, I mean like doing personal things overnight. You find it better to stay up late, even though I don't suggest it. If that's something that you want to do, make sure you're making time to really go deep into meditation or being still. There's an active message of stillness and silence that is going to be major with this shift. I literally heard glow up. With this glow up, you could be looking better, feeling better, and people feel and see that. Energy does not lie. Imagine if Beyonce got on stage like I'll be like, what the heck? Who is that? Get her out of here. But when somebody has that presence, it's like, oh, okay, so you got to show that you about to perform. You got something you really finna give to us. And I feel like that's the same thing for y'all with what y'all working on. The more you are still, the more you're going to be confident in what you do. And you're going to be able to show up like, what's up? And it's going to be received. It's going to be well received. So that's nothing you need to worry about. So we're just going to start to wrap up with an action to take or an energy to embrace so that you can be better in alignment for what you desire. This card came out twice when I spoke on Aries energy. This is the Empress. The Empress comes with a message of love, beauty, the aesthetics. Planet Venus is what I'm channeling, but Aries is actually ruled by Mars. So even looking at your Mars or Venus, if you're into astrology, could be relevant for you during this time. I'm definitely seeing it's something with, if you're into astrology, really look into that and do some deeper work on those planets in the chart ruler. I mean the planetary ruler as well. Yeah. I'm also hearing fire. I'm getting like, but I was really feeling the colors like a fire. So red, yellow, orange. That also reflects your lower chakra. So making sure, again, in addition to stillness, you're eating healthier and you're making time for play and pleasure, because that's going to assist you with a creative outlet for your projects and ideas to be grounded into the reality and to sustain whatever is needed for your definition of success. Because if you're able to bring it down and implement it and it flops, okay, reflect on that. What did I do wrong? What am I not, seeing? Was I rushing? Don't go in with the attitude of let me just get this done. For somebody who has a job or for somebody who creates something, there's something you guys are doing, and sometimes you go into the habit of let me get this done. Stop that. You need to be, how like literally sometimes I like to eat more vegan food because always on the ingredient label they're gonna be like made with love. Like, slowing down to really prepare the food because that energy transference is real. Slowing down, you don't, it's one of those things, going back to what I said earlier, you'll see it when you believe it. Really truly believe in the power of slowing down. As long as you're putting out, that law of reciprocity is going to back you up, okay? I'm going to shift to another deck, but I definitely see that something with timing and slowing down is a habit that you are transmuting for your highest good. We are going to wrap up. I don't know, I just got extremely tired. That's what happens when I do long form content after I've been doing readings. So we're just going to wrap up with some oracle cards. It's just some closing messages for you guys. Pretending to be a savage won't heal that hole in that heart. Be real with yourself about where you are and what you are doing. Drink water and mind your business. Like I said, if it, is it really concerning you? Sometimes crushing it means ask for help. Like I said earlier before, on the subject of your growth and expansion, You guys will have to get outside of your comfort zone, because I feel like I'm talking to people who just don't like to ask for help, or you don't like to seem needy because there was a person from your past that made you feel needy, or maybe your parents make you feel needy, and it's like, damn, okay, don't worry about it. I'll do it myself. You need to show up in your heart. It literally says heart is the new BALLS. I don't really like to say that. And also, oh, I think that's going to be the title of the video. What's the best that could happen? Your fears have you, again, going back to that believing in the impossible. Like, what's the best that could actually happen? Okay, hone in on that and ride that motherfucker out. Ride that wave. Ride that wave, because it is totally possible. Continue to think, what's the best that can happen? What's the best possible turnout? And just visualize that. Sit in that energy, because the thing is, when you sit in that frequency, that's what you're going to attract more. I'm getting a side note of you need to pay attention to, I was just going to say stop allowing things to trigger you, but even then that could be a trigger. It says stop saying yes to things you hate. Yes man energy can be deadly. You saying yes, 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 but when are you saying yes to yourself? You need to start saying, like, start making it a habit to say, let me get back to you. Because some of you decide too much on how you feel in the moment, good or bad, and you are meant to be able to ride that wave out. And then typically your best decisions are made when you're neutral and you're calm. That's why I'm kind of beating it into your head. Hey, be still, practice stillness, go for that walk, be present, meditate. Do more things that keep you in the now, keep you in the present moment. Kung Fu Panda could be relevant, or Asian cuisine could be relevant. Let me move to this one last oracle deck. This is going to be, what do I want to tap into with this deck? Because I love this deck so much. It's very straight to the point. Let's just talk about I think I posted a message on this morning. Some people, or like I said earlier in the video, some people like, oh, divine timing, I'm not gonna rush it, God gonna take care of it, whoever gonna take care of it. That is not an excuse to sit on your butt. And you have the Align card in reverse, which lets me know that sometimes you like to act like, oh, it's not meant to be, but you just didn't show up, you didn't perform, you didn't do your part. You didn't have the conversation. You didn't pitch yourself. You didn't brand yourself. You didn't market yourself. You didn't prepare. Let's be for real. You're being asked to align with your current situation, even if it's not easy to do. Trust that there's much to be learned by being here. Pushing against what is will only make things harder on you. Align, trust. As you step into this new chapter, it is important that you align with that new story, because some of you are showing up in new energy with old mindsets. How are you going to manifest these things? Abundance. I'm telling you, you guys are, like, of course, multiple realities exist, but the one I'm channeling is the one that is almost like one of your highest timelines yet. And I need you to continue to sit in that and see in that. If you don't know what that looks like, you meditate on it. Something will come. But meantime, in between time, I keep channeling this. Work with the law of reciprocity. Ask, what can I give? Going back to that energy of fulfilling a need. What can I give? Don't worry about what can I get. Because when you're focused on what can you give, you're going to get things. As long as you have boundaries. You're going to get things. And so I'm also hearing price it. Price it. Price something the right way. What is that game? What's the price? Name the price. Some of you could also benefit from a deal or no deal. Maybe that's something you want to do with if you're a business owner or something. Take it how it resonates. And so I pulled a card earlier. I'm going to do a closing oracle card as just overall guidance, or just outcome energy, just anything the collective needs to hear as we close out this read. What can the collective benefit from hearing? It's time to take action. I literally cannot make this up. I literally cannot make this up. And it's Aries energy. What did I say earlier in the reading? Go-getter energy. It's time to go. The messages with this card also indicate that you could benefit from making a plan for a year from now. And even if you want to focus on month to month deliverables, that could be something that is good for you. But you are thinking too small. And some of you, this simply means too short term. Like, you only thinking about what you're doing next week. Do you know what you're doing within the next 3 months? Do you know what your goals are going to be? Stop focus on only month to month goals. You need to be knowing what you're wanting a year from now, then 3 years from now. If you are a business owner or you work in a job, you need to know what projections do you want to have for yourself later down the road. What does your pitch deck look like? And if for some of you, you like, Kayla, I work a 9 to 5, I don't necessarily need a pitch deck. Maybe for a possible interview that it's paying a higher salary, you need to know how to pitch yourself. You need to get in that interview like, yeah, my name is this and I do this, that, and the third. I'll be able to help your company do this, that, and the third because of my natural talents and gifts doing this, this, and that. You need to be confident in that energy. Again, going back to when you see it, you'll believe it. Wait, did I say that wrong again? I'll see it when I believe it. Yeah, you'll see it when you believe it. So start believing in yourself. What's the best thing that could happen? Okay, collective, with that being said, this does conclude your read. Thank you guys so much for coming to chat with me. I really appreciate it. If something resonated, well, I know it did, but let me know in the comments below what resonated. I really enjoyed reading your comments, and it means the world to me if you could put a thumbs up as well as subscribe, so that way you will continue to see me in your algorithm as long as it's aligned, right? But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See you soon. Bye.